Hey, how's everyone doing there tonight? This is Undead Nightmare 24 back with a video. Hope everyone's doing well out there. It's going to be a Saturday action and exploitation review. Each Saturday, I pick a film from the collection and review it for you guys from another genre I enjoy, which is action and exploitation. And this is going to be episode 2, season 2. So let's get this started. The film I did pick from the collection is going to be 1976's Death Has Blue Eyes. This is directed by Nico Masterakis, a director I enjoy his films. He directed such films as Blind Date, Zero Boys, The Wind, several other films. And it stars Peter Winter. He came out in the New Avengers. Don't get that mistaken with the Marvel films of the Avengers. This is a 1970s film called The New Avengers. And then we got Histros Nomikos. He came out in The Ceremony. It's another 1970s film. And then you got Maria Alfari. I probably slaughtered that last name, but I couldn't find nothing really on her. So that's the main cast. So let's get into the film now, guys. The plot of this film. It's basically like an action and kind of thriller film. And it does say it has some Jello elements. I will get into that later. Um, so let's get into this film. It's basically about Robert and Chris. You got Robert, he's an ex-Vietnam vet, and you got Chris. He's kind of this playboy type of guy, and they're both kind of con artists, and they do a lot of scams throughout this film. It starts with them pretty much locking this man up, Robert did, in the bathroom and stealing his identity, and he goes on a trip and uses his name, and they're using his money as well as his vehicles, and then you got Chris who is using a woman too for her house, so they're using that to party and pretty much have their way with women. So that's how this film starts, and throughout the film you see him going through these scam artists, and later on they scam situations, and later on they meet up with a lady by the name of Geraldine and her daughter Christine, supposedly, and they know everything about him. They call Robert to the table and pretty much say his real name because he's going under another name of that man. It's called like Mr. Kneeling or something like that. I don't know. I probably slaughtered that name, but yeah, he's surprised because they know his real name. He's not using it, and they know everything about him. So they pretty much blackmail these guys. Robert and Chris, they tell him, "You need to be our bodyguard because we got people after us. We witnessed a murder." So they say if they don't do it, they're gonna turn them into the cops. So they agree to do it. They give them a room and money and luxury and all this, which they are having fun with. And as long as they get to, protect these women, then they start to know that they're being used by these women and getting in a deadly situation. How there's some like hitmen and hit women after these ladies. So then they start to question it. And throughout this film, they you have Christine, the daughter. She has telepathy powers, like telepathic powers, and she could do some killings through her mind. So you see her take out several of these bad guys with telepathy. You have her where she lights a guy on fire and stuff like that. And then you got Robert and Chris who just keep dodging these guys and getting them to safety. At the same time, they're trying to figure out why these ladies want them. At the same time, they go through some situations, running into ladies and wild situations, like stuff like that. And then towards the end, you got it leads to this ending where you start to find out what these ladies are about and why they're using these gentlemen as bodyguards and a situation like that. I can't get into too much more without spoiling it. So that's the film. Let's get into my thoughts now, guys. They say it's supposed to be a Jello kind of aspect film. I did not get that out of this film. It did have a little mystery to it, but I couldn't see it as a Jello, even though it says it has elements of it. And then you have it's a real odd film as well. You have this situation where pretty much Chris and Robert are in a car, and Christine, they're driving down the road getting away from these guys. They got away. They're down the road, and then you see pretty much Chris tell Robert, "We're out of gas. We need you to push the car." And he's like, "Why do I have to do these hard, all the, the pretty much the shitty jobs?" He's all, "Just do it," he tells him. So he starts pushing the car, and all along there is gas in the car. Chris ends up leaving him. You think it's a joke where he's coming back, but no, he actually leaves him walking. So he's walking, and then as he's walking, you see like a race car come like you'd see on TV, one of the race cars just pull up oddly in the road and pick him up, and it's like a girl, so he ends up going on a thrill ride pretty much, and having a night with her. So real strange events happen. Another strange event too is you got this girl here. She's like a hit woman, and she pretty much sets up Robert and says that she'll strip for him or whatever, but it's actually a hit. She wants to kill him. So then you have him pretty much take the gun away from her and have her strip. But then she ends up getting him back and getting her gun back and putting him in like a sauna and locking him in there. But she's supposed to kill him, but just leaves him there for no reason. I just thought that was real odd as well. There's a lot of oddities throughout this film. So I'm gonna get into what I thought of this film, guys. This is my opinion. I did see the trailer of this movie and it sold me. The trailer looks so good. You'll see it towards the end. But actually, this film's a disappointment, guys. I did not get into it. It's just the story's all over the place, and then you got the action ain't that great, and then the telepathy part, the kills are real disappointing. I just thought they were real, like, not thought of, like real weak ideas, and everything, all the hype to build up this film just drops for me, and this is my opinion. So my rating for this film is going to be a 2 out of 5, and I'm being generous. I cannot recommend this to you guys. And you never know, you guys, it's my opinion, you guys might watch this and enjoy it, but I say if you do end up picking this movie up, get it on a sale, make sure it's on a deal, because yeah, it was a letdown for me, guys. So my final rating is going to be a 2 out of 5, guys. I wanted more out of this movie, and it did have potential. It just fell short for me. So that's going to be my review for 1976 is Death Has Blue Eyes, and I got to be honest with you guys on the review. That's my thoughts, my opinion. Everyone hit a like and subscribe. Comment as well. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Everyone have a great weekend out there. Stay safe. This is Undead Nightmare 24, back with a Saturday action and exploitation review. Peace.
There's a slight complication in the project. The two subjects involved are something we did not expect. Bob Kowalski, born in England, served in Vietnam, arrived in Athens the way you know. Chess Guilford, part-time lover, part-time racing driver, and karate expert. If they try to interfere, kill them.
We need your help. Christine and I are involved in a very dangerous situation.
She could control her natural abilities in mental telepathy.
Sounds like science fiction to me.
When two powerful minds, two mediums get together, there's no limit to their power.
Don't tell me you're scared.
Why? Why did you kill him? There's a bomb on the plane. Impossible. There is a bomb on the plane. And her name is Christine.